Steve, thanks for coming to talk to us. Obviously a difficult afternoon for the team and yourself. Where do you go from here?
Just work hard and get back to where we're at, Jim. You know, we're 3 games into the league season. Just had a few words with the boys in there. They dominated us for the first 25 minutes and got a deserved 3-0 lead up. We knew it was expected. We couldn't deal with it. They were exceptional, and sometimes you've got to take your hat off to the team that were better than you. They were better than us today. And we've got to move on quickly because we've got a big game next week. And that's all I can say about it, really.
No, that's fair enough. They were very, very good. I mean, a couple of really good players up front they had, didn't they?
Yeah, they caused us problems. We know no game in this league is going to be easy. And I think too many people got a little bit carried away with, one, the squad we've assembled, maybe thinking that it's better than what it is. 2, we beat Billericay first game of the season away, and God, the world's our oyster. We've got a reality check, mate. We finished just out the bottom 2 last year. Our aim is to progress better this year, and we will do that by winning a certain amount of games that I believe will get us to where we need to get to. And that's not going to be in the first 2 weeks of the season, 3 weeks of the season. So, yes, if you like it, we got our pants pulled down after the first half hour. They were better than us. Take our hats off to them and say well done. We dust ourselves down and go again.
Definitely. Second half, it was a much more even affair, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, when you're 3-0 up, you can sit in there a little bit more and absorb pressure and catch on the break like they did with their 4th goal. We huffed and puffed. And listen, we should have had a penalty. Not going to change the game. They were better than us today. So if we get that penalty, it just puts a bit of respectability on the scoreline. The referee said it weren't a foul, which Tommy was about to shoot from the 6-yard box and gets his shirt pulled off his back. So not pleased or best pleased with that decision. But again, that's not going to change the game. That's going to put some respectability on the score if we scored a goal. Beaten by the better side. 30-odd games to go and plenty of points to play for to get where we need to get as a football club to sustain ourselves in this league.
And I guess also some of the players still coming back from sort of fairly long layoffs, one thing and another sort of thing.
Yeah.
So they're still to get to top fitness.
Yeah, I think they're fit. I think today we just got overrun by a side that just wanted it a little bit more than some of my players. That's not
Does that worry you?
No, not at all.
When you say wanted it more,
you get games like that, Jim. You can't always be on top of teams and win every first ball and second ball. There's going to come games where teams are a little bit brighter than you and quicker than you to the ball and make things happen, and you're chasing shadows. And that's not because of a lack of effort. That's not a lack of desire. That's just on the day they are better than you. You know, we come here last year and we won 3-0 and we was comfortably better than them. And we didn't sing from the rooftops, happy with a win like they won't at the moment. But they've had a very, very good start to the season. They've gone to Chelmsford and drawn. They've beat Bath City here 2-0. They've now beaten us here 4-0. So 6-1 in the week they won. So they've got a new manager, new players, and at the moment they're thriving. But what's the most important thing is come, I don't know when the season finishes now, May or whenever it finishes, that's when you've got to look at the league table and see if you've been more successful than last year. Not a game, 3 games in against Oxford City where you've just been beaten by the better side.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No one therefore is pressing any panic buttons at the moment.
No, I'm not. Certainly not. You know, we've got players that have come back to us. We've got players that have come in that are still learning our way. And once we get that going, we'll get a rhythm going, and hopefully we'll start picking up some results. So there's no panic from me at the moment, and there shouldn't be no panic from anyone, because let's get it right. We all want to win the league. We all want to get in playoffs. But we've got to be realistic to see where we are as a club and what we want to try and achieve. And at this moment in time, our aim is to stay in the league, like everybody's. And then you have the next ambition of where you want to be. So as long as we sustain this league, and we want to stay in this league for a good few years, some good things are happening behind the scenes which could help us do that. But ultimately it's the players on the pitch, my decisions in terms of selection, and trying to keep players as happy as possible. And after today, you know, we've got train Tuesday, train Thursday, and it's up in the air at the minute for what happens on Saturday against Taunton.
Well, obviously it is a big game. I don't want to make too much of it, but it is a big game next Saturday, and I know you and the players will be well up for it.
Yeah, it's a huge game. The players are up for every game, Jim. And like I say, just on some occasions, you are outdone by the opposition, whether that's a whole number of them or just individually, your individual battles. And today, I think we was outdone by them. They beat us fair and square, and we've got to lick our wounds, work hard Tuesday, Thursday, prepare for Taunton. That's another huge game in terms of the stature of what it is to get in the first round proper. But they are a decent side. They're always there or thereabouts in their league, playoffs and stuff like that. So it's not going to be easy, and we've just got to put our best foot forward. And when it comes to 4:45, hopefully we're in the hat.
And I'm sure one way or another you'll be doing your homework on them. Someone might be watching them, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll be doing that non-stop, mate, and we have to. But again, you can do like we did with Oxford, done our homework, done our research, and today they were better than us. Hopefully next week we do our homework and research and we're better than them. But it's what players' mindset is when they go out on the pitch.
Absolutely. Well, thanks very much for talking to us, Steve, and bad luck today on the boys.
Cheers, Jim, no problem.
Well, Johnny, your first game back, but you'd have wanted a happier return than that.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to obviously be injury-free, but can't say I enjoyed any of that, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it was pretty awful, I think, from start to finish.
I presume most of what's said in the dressing room stays in there, but what was said that you can share with supporters tonight?
No, I can share. It just weren't good enough from the start. We weren't strong enough. First and foremost, we didn't win our battles. We didn't win any second balls. They were just better than us. From I think 1 to 11, just weren't good enough today. So yeah, simple as that, really.
And everybody acknowledged that.
Yeah, always. Yeah, I think we'll be the first to acknowledge when they're better than us and when we aren't performing our best and at the level we should be performing, really. So everyone holds their hands up. We had a chat about how we're going to improve and how we're going to put that behind us and not play like that again. So I think as players we take full responsibility for that.
Where did that one come from? Because the performances up to now have been strong.
I mean, it is football. You do have those days, but I don't know. You can blame it on certain things, but I think that's just the easy option. I think we just got hold our hands up and say we weren't good enough today.
Do you take anything up about that? Actually, we've played very good opponents today. Probably one of the better sides in the league.
Give them credit. They played very well. They looked good. They looked better than they did last year. So I don't think they'll be finishing the same position or lower than they did last year. I think they'll be up there. So they were very good, and all the credit to them. So
how did you feel first game back?
I mean, I've been out for 10 weeks, so that's my first game, and I didn't feel great, if I was honest. But I mean, that's just part and parcel of coming back from injury. So another couple of games or whatever, and all that, getting that game out of the way was probably the best thing for me, and I just looked to improve really from there.
Because you got injured, I think, before the pre-season games actually started. So you've not played any games.
Yeah, I played 30 minutes of a game after I come back from having my tonsils out, and then I broke my foot running. So just an unfortunate injury, and took probably a couple of weeks longer than I thought. But I'm back fit now, so hopefully I can push on from today, and the team can push on from today, and we can put a few smiles back on the fans' faces.
Let's hope so. I think you went down injured, didn't you, a couple of minutes from the end? That was not the same injury, was it?
No,
that knee.
Yeah, my knee. I just went down awkwardly on my knee, so hopefully no problems there. Yeah, and I think we just go again Tuesday and Thursday, and then look forward to Saturday.
Big game in the FA Cup, fourth qualifying round. What's your FA Cup record like? Because the club's is pretty atrocious.
Yeah, maybe probably pretty similar to I think most of my FA Cup games, bar I've played once in the round that we're going to be in against Taunton and lost, so that's about as far. This will be as far as I've got in the FA Cup. So
you've never played in the first round yourself?
No, never played in the first round. So I think everyone's just itching and can't wait to Saturday really. So yeah, bring it on.
It seems huge to those of us who've been supporting the club for a long time. 1972 last time the club made the first round of the FA Cup. Obviously league's more important, but how big is it?
It's massive, I think, for any player. I think especially the lower down you go with the clubs, it becomes even more special. So we'll do everything we can. I I think also for the club as a whole, I think the fans and the chairman, and I think it would be a great achievement. So not just financially, but just footballing wise, and hope for a big draw.
Finally, your first game since obviously we came back, which is your first game without supporters. What's it like as a goalkeeper not having 90 minutes worth of abuse?
I think you obviously prefer it with fans, but I mean we should be switched on enough and motivated enough as it is. I know I am. I think to me, you put just as much in as you do with fans, but yeah, we're paid to do a job, so fans or not, we should be up there and we should be up for it and giving it as much as we would with fans. So obviously we would like the fans back in, and hopefully that can come back soon. But it's good as it's fine as it is now, and we're just glad to be playing.
Good. All right, best of luck next week.
Cheers, thank you.